Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy.
Hi, I'm Amanda. Morning,
Hi,
Amy.
Amanda.
Hi.
Hi. Guys.
A little slow on the uptake this morning.
We are just sitting here looking at the pictures coming out of California. It is like Dante's Inferno. Like, what the fuck is happening here?
It's devastating. One of our other co-hosts, Shebnam, posted a TikTok to our small little chat of somebody flying into LAX. I don't know if you saw that. And
Not
just
yet.
the aerial view of this fire and just how massive it is. And I have a friend who lives in LA, and he posted that it's now moved into Studio City, and it's devastating. And I appreciate it. I saw a post from our other friend Kate Casey, just talking about the Palisades Hills, and everyone's like, oh, it's just really rich actor people. It's like, well, yeah, there's a bunch of those, but
they don't deserve to lose their houses either.
First of all,
let's be clear.
Having your house burned down is one of the most devastating things that could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
I don't care if you are Bill Gates or you are me. It is the most, I'm trying to pick two very opposite ends of the financial spectrum.
Yeah.
Is devastating, but it's also a lot of regular people who don't have the resources.
Yeah.
To potentially rebuild.
Yeah. And it's a lot of nature. It's a lot of, it's just, we need to get our minds around. And I know most of the people listening to this already understand climate change is real. It
real.
is coming.
This is
what it's going to look like. This is what it looks like.
Yeah. This is what it
here.
Looks like.
We're not.
It looks like hurricanes that, decimate things like North Carolina a couple months ago. Like that's climate change.
We're not at the tipping point anymore that Al Gore warned us about in 2002. Like this,
that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. We're well beyond that.
We're here.
So,
if you want to help, you can always donate to the American Red Cross, as always. But I also encourage people to donate to the LA Regional Food Bank because there will be people displaced who don't have a meal.
Yeah.
That website is lafoodbank.org. So you can do that. And Amanda, you have something?
Yeah. And I do want to say, I know a lot of people there's a lot of mixed feelings about the Red Cross. Their overhead is quite high. There's been issues with the organization. It's not perfect, but they are the largest organization in the world that does this kind of thing. And they have the resources to go in and mobilize quickly in a way that other organizations don't. And I just say that as somebody who literally his job, a friend whose job is to do that for the Red Cross.
And I have a writer friend, Holly, who I talked to her for my previous job about your house burning down and what that feels like. And she lost everything in a house fire. And she talks about the Red Cross like they were the only ones who were able to get them back on their feet so quickly.
Yep. They just have resources and they're everywhere. But okay. So Red Cross, you did the food bank. Our friend Matt Marr posted last night on Instagram that LA 211 has paired up with Airbnb, and anyone who has been evacuated because of the Palisades fire can stay in an Airbnb 1 week at no charge. Dial 211 or visit www.211la.org.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So our hearts go out to any BDFs in California and anywhere across the country dealing with climate change disaster. I mean, this is better get that FEMA budget padded.
Oh, that'll go well.
Yeah, this is going to be the new going forward. I mean, even here in Northeast Pennsylvania, I cannot tell you, again, today my kids have a delay because we have like 50-mile-an-hour winds. Our temperature is the wind chill's like -12. Like that's not normal in Northeast Pennsylvania.
No.
But we have these windstorms constantly now.
Yeah.
And we lose power all the time. It's really crazy. And there's nothing.
That's why Timmy wants you living off the grid.
Yeah, I was going to say there's nothing scarier than losing power and it being like 20 below. But there is. It's your house being on fire. So, yeah.
And you guys are lucky. You have a wood burner. You can stay warm.
We have a wood burner. What I worry about is, and with the fires as well, is elderly people. Yeah. People who don't have the resources to get out of their house.
Right.
People who, may be living alone, maybe a little reclusive.
I worry about the animals too.
Yeah.
Both our Leo, Toby, Arlo, Nelly type animals and the ones who are living like animals live.
Yeah.
Their whole habitat is being burned.
So if you've lived somewhere where you've had a flood, you've had power outages, you've had crazy wind, you've had, just use some of that empathy and help out our fellow citizens here, because this is
devastating.
Really devastating. And I'm going to make a donation as soon as we hang up here, because we need to do it. All right.
Yep.
So let's
change talk about something
here.
Happier, but not crazier.
There is a Venn diagram of Gypsy Rose and Natalia Grace, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, what is it? I'm trying to put my finger on it.
What was funny?
Is it that Gypsy Rose is short?
Well, it's really, really funny, because I was watching the first part Tuesday night, and I was lying in bed watching it. It was like right after work. Todd had to take his son to a friend's birthday party, so I was just watching it in bed. And he comes home and he's like, well, okay, which one is this? Which crazy documentary are we watching here? And I was
That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out why.
Well, he goes, I said, this is Natalia Grace. And I'm like, yeah, and there's a cult aspect. He's like, wait, she's in a cult? And so he starts asking questions, but he's like, but didn't she kill her mom? Can't she get out of the cult? I'm like, no, that's Gypsy Rose. He had conflated the stories. And I think it's about children being horribly abused and what they turn out like. You don't
just think it's because Gypsy Rose is 4 foot tall.
I mean, that probably doesn't help.
Like, there's somewhat of a resemblance.
Yeah, I said to Todd, I'm like, no, Gypsy Rose actually has no physical challenges.
No,
her mother made her seem like she did.
Yes,
she did. And
maybe that's it. Maybe there you go.
It made her seem like it did. I'm like, well, I mean, Gypsy had a big nose, but she got that taken care of. That was really her only true physical challenge.
Yeah,
and that's not a bad nose. It's just Rod's nose.
And I find empathy for both of these women, a ton of empathy.
I do too. I'm not saying they're perfect people, but horrible things happen to both of them.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And like I shared on Instagram the other day, like Gypsy Rose was a child, or Natalia Grace was a child.
Yes.
The DNA proves it.
Yes.
She was sent to live in an apartment when she was like 9 years old.
Right.
Can I tell you what my girls would have done to an apartment at 9 years old? Would have been ridiculous. There would have been slime everywhere.
I think my stepson would have been reduced to a pile of goo in a corner because he would have been so anxious and so terrified all the time.
Yeah.
It's awful.
By the way, by the time this drops, you'll be hearing the same day. I love the Real Talk with Todd.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear it.
Well, the interesting thing about it is that you don't talk about his son very much.
No, I don't.
But he did, because he's, allowed to. I mean, you are too, but
I am too. Yeah, and I even said, and you heard, I said, I don't say your son's name. I'm like, you're welcome to. If you're a kid, you can do whatever you want.
But it was interesting to learn a little bit more about him through his dad. You know what I mean? Because we don't really know him well. So I thought that was really fun.
Yeah,
it was good.
It was good. He was so nervous. He's so nervous about it coming out. I know.
Yeah.
He's been a public speaker. He's talked, like, he's fine speaking to people. But I think the idea of talking about himself in a public way made him.
Does he want to go before the interviewer here?
I know. I know. I was trying
things out of him. He'll never even know he knew.
I was trying not to get super viewer-y on him. So we'll see. Hopefully the BDFs like it.
Yeah, it was really fun. Thank you for doing that. Thank him for doing that for us.
I will.
All right. So we are doing The Curious Case of Natalia Grace, season 3, episodes 1 and 2 together. Now, the first thing we need to solve.
Belly button gate?
No.
Oh.
First of all, I need everyone to know that is not the same belly button guy from
I know.
season 2.
I know. How does this small place have 2 of them?
Second of all.
Sir, if that's your belly button, put a shirt on. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The first thing we need to solve for all the world.
Yeah.
Is it option A, the Mans?
I know.
Or is it the Manses?
The Manses.
Or is it the Grifter's Man?
Oh, the Grifter's Man. I like that.
Because
that means my attorneys general, my brother's in-law. I
can't figure it out, and I don't think anyone in this documentary can either.
No, we know that MAN is in their last name. That's the only thing
Mans.
I know.
Singular.
Singular.
But then you turn it to plural. This is where grammar gets me.
Yeah, exactly. No one knows. The only thing we know is that in their last name is MAN. What happens from there is anyone's guess.
And when they say Manses, I can't help but hear Jake doing Danielle saying Kidses.
The kids' dad. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah. Very
yes.
similar. Very, very similar.
Similar area of the country, correct?
Well, Danielle was in Ohio. And these folks were in
Ohio.
Indiana.
I thought she was in
Tennessee.
Virginia. I don't know why I thought she was in Virginia. Okay.
No.
All right. So, did you know the Curious Case is doing a series and Pennsylvania
Yes.
boy Bam Margera? Bam
Yes.
Margera.
Bam Margera.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I liked him back in the day. He's a mess.
He's a mess.
Yeah.
I definitely want to watch that because
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to watch that because his skate shop was in downtown Westchester. I lived 3 blocks from it. I walked by it all of the time.
Timmy skated with him.
Yeah, you told me.
Mm-hmm.
You told me.
When
he really shot to fame and then burned out.
When he used to play the jokes on his father.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't watch Jackass.
Oh, I was dying laughing. He would do the cruelest pranks to his father.
That's just not my kind of thing.
You know me in a prank.
I know.
I got my Karma t-shirt in the mail,
mm-hmm.
I said to Timmy, I will always have a budget for pranks. There's a built-in budget to
There's a prank budget in the Archer family budget.
Okay. So as we may recall, at the end of season 2, we thought everything was copacetic with Natalia Grace. We thought
she seemed good.
The Manses, everything's fine. The producers get a call from Antwon and he starts saying Natalia's tweaking and has this guy turning her against us. And Cynthia Mans is chiming in and she's like, they're going to the UK, the United Kingdom.
Like the way she said that would be like if I said to my mom, I'm going to Mars, and she'd be like, to Mars? Like, yes. You're not going to Mars because that's not a thing that's possible. Yes. Natalia just has to get on an airplane and fly for like 6 hours and then she can be in the UK. It's not hard.
Then Antwon says the famous line, she is ready to go to hell with gasoline panties on. We are done. We're done with her.
Oh my God. These guys are not good, Amy.
They are the grifters, man.
The Manses. They're bad people.
What did you think of Eric Evangelista?
Little slick
Rick, right?
Little
like,
slick
what's
Rick.
Going on with you, dude?
Little slick. I mean, he was, doing his job. Hollywood producer dude. I don't know. He's weird.
So he's the executive producer, and he says, when we got that call, we were stunned because we thought our documentary was done. We were wrapping the shoot. Like, it was over.
And I love how we showed him just walking through an office on a cell phone because that means he's doing business.
He's doing business.
business.
And he's like, but Natalia and the Manses just keep pulling me back in.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, you might need a better hobby, dude. Just saying.
Oh, I could do this. If somebody said, just keep making documentaries about Gypsy Rose, I would do it.
I know you would. All day, every day.
Natalia Grace is a second seat to me.
I prefer Gypsy Rose.
Yeah. And you know why.
I know. Hot rod. Though I will say the ancillary characters in this are way more interesting than the Gypsy Rose ancillary characters.
Yeah. So now Beth Karras is back. And she
gets on the screen. Todd's like, okay, that woman is fucking annoying. I'm like, yeah, Beth Karras started great. She now does the most all the time.
And she's going to be in this upcoming series. So we're going to have like Beth Karras talking about Bam Margera. Help me with his name.
Bam Margera.
Margera?
Oh, I believe. I'll see. Hold on. Bam.
This is ladies of a certain age corner right here.
Jera. You're correct. It's not out.
Okay. Bam Margera. I can't get the beginning right. You can't get the end right. Together, we can't get it right.
Together we come up with something.
Okay. So we see footage from the other doc where Natalia Grace is with the man. She's happy. That was in June 2023. Mm-hmm. They had adopted her at that time, but they had her for like 10 years previous.
Right. They didn't adopt her till we could really prove she was over 18.
Yep.
Because then she could decide.
So we get all the information that she was in the abandoned apartment, or she was in the apartment abandoned there by the Barnetts, and that the Manses took her in for almost a decade. Now they're moving to Tennessee, and Natalia, I wrote, is going to go to college. Did she say that? It wasn't clear.
No, I think she's was talking about the things she would like to do in her life. They were not driving her to college. She just barely had more than a first grade education.
Well, that was my question.
Right.
Because she seems to want to go to college, but then later somebody says she doesn't have an education.
Yeah. I don't think she does.
which is a shame.
The Depauls are like, the Depauls mom is like, she doesn't have an education. And she cries for her because she's like, my daughter is in college as like an engineer, and Natalia could have potentially been the same if she'd been in the right family. Do you, anytime anyone says Tennessee here, Tennessee, remember that song?
No.
Oh God, now Lola is going to have a fit on me because I think this is milkshake adjacent. It's not by the same band, but it's in the hip hop genre, I believe. So I'm going to stop now.
Okay. Yeah.
Lola
just
post if you know what I'm talking about.
We're struggling with Tennessee and Bam Margera.
It's not even 8 o'clock yet. Leave me alone.
She's looking for love, and she has met a man named Neil from the UK. Now, he is completely pixelized.
He is pixelized. We pixelized his voice. We're never finding Neil.
And
his name is probably Bob.
And if I were Natalia Grace, if I were someone in her circle, I'd be like, girl, the fact that he is leaning so hard into this help me,
anonymity.
I can't say anonymity. I can't say
anonymity.
So, okay, the fact that he's leaning so hard into this
anonymity
is really a red flag here.
It is.
Really.
Yeah. This is like, guys, this is dating 101. If you need to be entirely anonymous or someone's madly in love with you within 10 seconds, please take out everything Todd said about me in real talk. Ignore that. It's love bombing and be careful.
Mm-hmm. So December 2023, we see the phone call. Vince and Nicole Depauls live in upstate New York. Now, we have met them before in previous documentaries, and the Manses do not want Natalia going to live with those Depauls. The producer brought it up to them. He was like, well, what if she went there? He was offering an alternative.
Right.
And the producer's like, but it's also really dangerous for Natalia to be alone.
Right.
So, like, because the Manses were saying, we're going to put her in an apartment by herself.
Okay, Michael Barnett.
I know. In 2009, the Depauls had tried to adopt Natalia, and it fell apart. And the reason that it fell apart, is because of Christine and Michael Barnett, the antagonists in parts 1 and 2.
Right.
And they said that CPS, okay, so they say DCS. I wrote CPS because that's what we call it here. The Department of Children's Services, like people who monitor this
who protect children,
They were called, and the Barnetts thought that the Depauls made those calls. So they took this right off the table.
No, it wasn't the Barnetts.
No child for you.
It's not the Barnetts. It's the Chacones or the Chaconis.
Oh,
they were the first ones who had Natalia. They didn't want her because she was crazy
sorry.
Yeah.
You are correct. So
she wound up with the Barnetts versus
after
the Depauls.
Yeah. Yes. Because we all know Michael and Christine they're not going to call CPS for anything. No. So it's a shame because the Depauls really loved her. Nicole says when Natalia was with her, she desperately needed her spine looked at even then. And that was years ago. And if she doesn't get the surgeries that she needs, she could be paralyzed. And Nicole says, and it's important if you guys haven't seen this to know that Nicole and Vince are little like Natalia. So their entire house
is set up for them. It was amazing.
Will accommodate anything Natalia needs. The cabinets are shorter. The countertops are shorter. I'm like, I need shorter countertops.
You need shorter countertops. I was amazed. I actually almost got, I don't cry about anything, but I almost got choked up when Natalia was like, oh my God, I don't have to step on a stool to do everything.
I know.
What a gift that is to be able to live in a space that affords you comfort.
I agree.
Yeah.
So Nicole says Nicole Depauls the fucking hero of this, guys. At least of episodes 1 and 2.
Thus far, I don't trust anyone in this story anymore.
I know. But she contacted the Manses and
the family Mans.
He wanted to chat with Natalia and they would not let her. They wouldn't even let Natalia talk with Mackenzie. What's her name? Mackenzie.
Yeah. Their daughter.
The daughter that she kind of knew when she was growing up. Like she was only with them for like a year or something.
Yeah, but they were little kids together.
Yeah. They won't pass on the messages. Nicole is irate. Like she is ready to burn everything down. She watches the documentary, Nicole does, and she sees the phone call and she's like, I need to help this girl. Like I need to help her. And they gave up because they couldn't get past the Manses, like they were trying. So Neil the boyfriend, the pixelated boyfriend.
Right. From the United Kingdom.
He gets a Facebook message to the Depauls. And now we entered the portion of the program that is titled, Who Are the Real Grifters Man?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you remember Terrence Kennard?
Oh, yeah. Who I thought was real hot before.
Yeah, no.
He's not as hot now. No, but he was hot.
Associated with Michael Barnett is so weird.
He is so weird, but he was hot to begin with. Our first view of him, he was a very handsome man.
He kind of looks like Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince.
He has an Uncle Phil feel about him, yes.
Mm-hmm,
yes, I believe we determined that last time
I'm sure we did. So Terrence Kennard was Michael Barnett's lawyer, and he investigated the case. And he says the Mans are grifters, charlatans, con artists.
Who seem to be running a cult.
Yeah. Antwon Mans chooses his victims, usually people with a disability. He takes control of their money by designating himself or Cynthia as a payee.
Mm-hmm.
They live entirely off the government money the people get. I wrote, gross. But I was telling Shubnam yesterday, like, I grew up in a very economically depressed area.
Yep.
This was a thing when I was growing up. It still is. Like people twisting themselves in knots trying to get government subsidies. Like this is unfortunately a problem.
Yeah.
Now, people are also doing it at the other end.
Correct.
Which is costing this country a lot more. But, you know, it happens.
The tax breaks Amazon get versus, you know, someone getting food stamps who maybe could find another way. Not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same.
So they have trouble. They have their own YouTube channel.
Did you go to it?
I couldn't find it.
Oh, okay.
Did you go to it?
No, I didn't even look.
It's called the Alpha and Omega channel.
Oh, shit. Okay, there we are.
And he is Bishop Antwon Mans. And Kennard says the most insidious part of all of this is that, and I love the word insidious.
I like the word insidious too.
Is that he isolates his victims. And the producers ask, is Natalia part of a cult? And Kennard says, yeah, absolutely. She is. The YouTube channel, just from the visuals, is wild.
Real wackadoodle.
Mm-hmm. So now we meet First Lady Tamara Lee.
Okay.
She is from the One-Way Pentecostal Apostolic Church. Amanda, can you explain this church to me? Do we know what the fuck those words mean that I just said?
Yeah, it's a Sorry, didn't mean to.
Pentecostal's real intense, right?
Yes, it's very conservative, very intense. These are the, you know, laying hands on people to heal them. These are speaking in tongues, folks. We're in that realm.
Okay.
No, he made up a church.
I'm trying to see what their tenets are. They believe God is the Father, the virgin birth of Jesus. Jesus is humanity's only savior, and total depravity of humanity. Okay, yeah, good things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're a real fun bunch.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of good times.
So Tamara Lee is the pastor's wife, and the pastor is Bishop Stephen Thomas Lee.
Okay.
And she says the man's parenting style is extremely overprotective and strict. And she said, and I know strict. And they have control issues. She says, I've known Antwon for a long time. He joined our church in 2010. And her husband, who she keeps referring to by his full name, Stephen Bishop, blah, 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 married Antwon and Cynthia. And she says Antwon was a little rough around the edges. And I had to write, is she saying that because he's black? Because you never know with these people.
You never know with these people. This could be racism. This could be the fact that Antwon is a real fucking weirdo.
Right. We could be in a real racist section here, but it's unclear.
It's unclear, or it just could be that he's real strange. Who knows?
Could be two things. Antwon could be a mess, and they could also be saying he's weird because he's literally the only black person that we see in this congregation.
Yes. Who knows with that?
But so she says he was mean, he was drinking, cussing, didn't have a job. They were living off of Social Security from the children they adopted. And in 2015, they branched off and started their own church in their home. And she believes it's because Antwon wanted to be the head honcho, Amanda. And they had maybe 10 people in their church.
Wow, that's a booming congregation. I remember when our church's numbers dipped below 250 for actual members, and we were real worried.
Yeah.
10. Okay.
Well, now they moved to Tennessee. They bought the house in cash.
Right.
And this woman believes that it's because Dr. Phil gave them $300,000 to be on his program, as my grand would say.
I didn't realize Dr. Phil paid that well.
Does Dr. Phil pay that well? Or
I
is
don't
this
know.
rumor and speculation?
I don't know.
Can you do a quick Google on does Dr. Phil pay his guests?
Does Dr. Phil pay people to be on the show? It's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yes, guests on the Dr. Phil show are paid to appear. Talk show guests are often paid an appearance fee or have their travel expenses covered. So like the travel expenses doesn't shock me at all. But the rest, they paid.
How much do you think? And this is I'm going to do a current reference. Okay. How much do you think they paid the Cash Me Outside girl?
Which you had to explain to me. Remember that? Because I had no idea what you were talking about.
How much do you think they paid Burke Ramsey?
Oh, that's a good question.
Did they pay Burke Ramsey more or less than Natalia Grace?
I don't know. They paid Burke Ramsey more. If they pay anybody, yeah.
I'm going to say
because at that point that was
top billing.
That was a way bigger case than Natalia Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Natalia Grace is pretty big now, but I'm going to say John Bonet trumps everything.
So
in terms of size of cases,
I think it's going to go Burke Ramsey, Natalia Grace, Cash Me Outside.
Where's Gypsy Rose fit?
Was she on? She was on. She goes before Cash Me Outside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she goes before Natalia Grace. Well, at that point, probably not. I don't know if she'd killed her mother yet. I don't think she had. I think until she kills her mother, she's lower on the rung. But once she kills Dee Dee, she moves up on the rungs.
I understand.
Yeah, I understand. Always above the Catch Me Outside girl.
Hey, everyone. Stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. Amanda.
Amy.
For our sponsor, Lumi Gummies today, I have an idea. I think we should do a rapid fire bonus round. Which 90-day celebrity stars need a Lumi Gummy or have taken a Lumi Gummy maybe?
Okay. Madeline.
Oh, I have her on my list too. Manon. Manon could really use indica.
Yeah, to calm her the fuck down.
Calm down a little bit.
I think Jenny could use a sativa to maybe up the energy a little bit because there's none there.
Funny you mentioned Jenny. I have Sumit's aunt can use one to
definitely
to chill out a little bit.
She definitely could use one. This is a wild card. Florian could use one. I don't know what variety.
Yeah,
but
maybe he needs a hybrid.
I feel like Florian on a gummy would be good.
Yeah. I also have Dylan's mom from Dylan and Patia.
Yeah.
And I have Luke's dad of Luke and Madeline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
And we can use Lumi Gummies as well.
Yes. All the time.
Consistent, mellow, and super delicious, Lumi Gummies are specifically designed to make you feel good, not stoned. Whether you're looking for an end-of-the-day de-stressor, a midday mood boost, or help getting the best sleep ever, Lumi Gummies has a strain that's right for you. So, Amanda, our flavor that we like a lot in this home is the sour strawberry cookie hybrid.
Ooh, is it particularly sour?
It's not super sour because I don't like sour things.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I just find that it's the perfect blend of up and down. It's right in the middle.
Nice.
But you feel good. I really like it.
I'm a hybrid girly myself, and I'm going to go with the watermelon sorbet because I do enjoy watermelon, and it's just a nice, cool, chill evening of watching TV.
You know what I need to do? I need to take one before Sister Wives comes out. Before I meet my arch nemesis in the ring.
Yes. I think it would help you a great deal. I think it would help Cody Brown a great deal.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Guys, Lumi Gummies are available nationwide. Go to lumigummies.com. That's LUMI gummies.com. Use code Little Miss Recap for 30% off your order. That is Lumi Gummies, LUMI gummies.com. Code Little Miss Recap. Lumis.com. Code Little Miss Recap. It's 30%. And the link is in the show notes if you guys need it. So now we meet hero Eddie Ramey. Yeah, Ramey. Belly button number 2.
Oh, God. What is happening in Indiana that there are so many umbilical hernias?
I'm not shaming this guy, body shaming this guy, but put a shirt on.
Just put a shirt on.
You're on television. Put a fucking shirt on.
I don't care if you look like, I don't know, Hot Frosty. He was jacked.
Put a shirt on.
He had a shirt
on. Thank God he did. All right. So he's shirtless with his, what I call, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, his WW2 tats. Or that real faded blue.
Yes.
And he's ready to kick somebody's ass. And Eddie used to be a building maintenance guy on the Mans' building. And apparently Antwon had a $5,000 paint job on a car. And Eddie's kid accidentally hit it with the little rubber ball. And Antwon was going to make Eddie pay $5,000. And Eddie's like, I was going to beat him up.
Great.
Then Eddie goes, let me go get a shirt on.
Now? Honestly, Eddie,
the ship has sailed. Done, Eddie.
You're not fixing anything, so just stay comfortable at this point, dude.
There are a lot of umbilical hernias here.
What?
Were they hardworking folks, maintenance guys, builders?
No, were they fucking up the snipping of the umbilical cord for children in Indiana? What happened?
I don't know.
I've done a lot of stuff. My belly button has never come out.
My dad had one.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You lift big things. You lift heavy things. I told you my
dad moved us coming out of your belly button.
I told you my dad moved us 27 times.
Yeah.
I think we gave him the hernia.
Did it look like a penis coming out of his belly button?
I never saw it because my dad doesn't walk around no shirt on.
Got it.
But Timmy's hernia was not in his belly button.
No.
It was to the left, to the right.
Okay.
So a lot of hernias up here in Northeast Pennsylvania.
I guess so.
So in whatever capacity Eddie knew these people, he ended up having to clean out their houses. I couldn't tell. Was he talking about he was maintenance for the trailer park maybe?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. And he said their houses were disgusting because they were covered in filth. They had to rip up the carpet. There were maggots in the fridge, cockroaches, bed bugs. It was real gross.
Gross.
They were not good parents. He says the Barnetts were bad, but were they worse than the Mans? We don't know.
Yeah.
TBD. Stupid Michael Barnett. Now, this is the only time we see him. He is back with his car and his hair and his face.
And his mutton chops and his theatrics to the nth degree.
God. So he said,
so gross, Amy.
After 12 years, I'm trying to move on. I don't want to be judged on a headline. There's something real Cody Brown adjacent to him, the way he talks.
There is.
Just the way they talk.
Yeah. He says weird words. He says things in very flourishy ways. Mm-hmm. He's like, instead of being like, the cow is brown, he'd be like, the bovine in the field in the pasture is of a color of mud that you had never seen. It's like, shut up. Just shut up.
I don't want people to judge me on this. I want them to judge me on my entire lifetime, birth to death. Okay, weirdo.
Oh, okay. Well, you had a really bad period as part of that, dude.
And your timeline, if you want them to look at the whole timeline, it's not over yet.
No, you got more to do.
I can help you with that. It can be over if you want it to be, but it's not yet.
You got time to go, my dude.
So he says, when I think about Antwon, I think nightmare fuel. And then he says, picture an enigmatic leader. But then he doesn't finish the sentence.
Right.
And then he goes, he prefers people to call him Bishop. Not sure where he got that from. I grew up in Chicagoland with father, Irish white guy, pastor. And he never deemed him so. So I don't know where he's getting that from.
Right. He's
okay.
Saying,
well, Chicago's not in Indiana.
No, but I don't know if where they lived could have been part of the
diocese
Chicago diocese. It could have been. I don't know. Or Michael just grew up and that's the lone Catholic cardinal he knew
totally
of.
Is.
Yeah, so that's totally who he picked.
It's like Michael Patrick Murphy. Like it has to be some white Irish guy in Michael's world.
Yeah.
So in a court deposition from September 2022, and I got excited because I love a deposition.
I know you do.
Because people don't lie during them. They do, I just want to depose everyone.
I just like how you think no one has ever lied in a deposition ever.
They do lie, but they can't take the fifth. Like they have to answer. That's what I like about it.
Okay.
They could lie, but they have to answer.
Yeah.
So they ask Antwon how
no, you can take the fifth in a deposition.
I don't think you can.
Hold on.
Oh my God, have I been wrong all along? LA law, have you failed me?
Can you take a fifth in a deposition? Can you take the fifth in a deposition? Yes, you can plead the fifth in a civil trial or deposition.
Shoved him screaming.
I was like, that doesn't seem right. People take the fifth in depositions. your right to not self-incriminate shows up everywhere, not just in certain rooms.
Okay. You cannot invoke the Fifth Amendment in the following circumstances. If you've received immunity or a pardon.
Okay, sure.
If you've been convicted of a crime and sentenced.
Okay.
If you're objecting to the collection of non-communicative devices. Huh. I could have sworn there were other situations.
There are very few that you can't take the Fifth.
Right. Shubnum, please tell me where I heard this and what I'm talking about. Oh, the Fifth does not apply in civil matters. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
No, it does in civil trials. You can plead the Fifth.
Okay, hold on. Can you?
When can you not plead the
Fifth in a civil trial?
Oh my God. This is ridiculous.
Okay. Yes, you can plead the Fifth in a civil trial, but doing so can have negative consequences, potentially harming your case. I don't know. Whatever. I guess you can. I guess I'm wrong.
Okay.
I still love a deposition.
You still want to depose everybody. I understand.
On that hill. Okay.
But they still can lie or take the Fifth. Go on.
Yeah, so it really is no different.
No, not really. But it makes you feel good, so go for it.
God damn it. Okay. So either way, their houses are disgusting, whatever. Antwon says he earned the title of bishop. Now he's talking about in this deposition. And he says, I acquired it off the faith of the word of God. So nobody gave this to him.
No, he made it up.
Yeah. Now Terrence Kennard
and he requires people to call him Bishop Mans.
Yes, he does. Terrence Kennard asks, so is it fair to say you've declared yourself a bishop and it is not a designation bestowed upon you by anyone with the power to do so, essentially? He goes, I guess so. And Michael says he is a controlling entity and everyone must cow to him.
He means kowtow, but
yes,
okay.
It sounds like Christine. And then he said, like, the behavior sounds like Christine. He goes, I was cut off. Money was siphoned off to the wicked witch. And then he goes, oh my God, Natalia's in danger.
Okay. And then we never see him again after that.
Michael will never cease to amaze me how he could turn anything into a story about himself.
All the time. And the fact that he's still calling Christine the wicked witch. Like, dude, you're an adult. Grow the fuck up. Also, where are his children?
Michael,
where are the children?
Michael, you being in a bad marriage with the woman who hurt your ego and was mean to you is not the same as what Natalia Grace went through.
No.
You fucking idiot. Okay.
Yeah. You are an adult. Shut up.
So Eric Evangelista comes back and he says the Mans wanted to throw Natalia out of the house. Then they wanted to send her to an apartment. Shortly after that call, Neil contacted the producers and says Natalia is afraid of the Manses and wants out. He even called the police, but he had to call like the non-emergency number and they did nothing. Eric says, we don't know what to believe at this time. Like, this is fucked up. And Beth says, according to Neil, the Manses got pissed after they discovered Natalia's conversations with Neil. Now, keep in mind, everybody, Natalia's 20 years old.
She could talk to whoever the fuck she wants.
She's not 5.
No.
She could do what my daughters did and say, I'm going to get a little flower tattoo.
And come home with a sleeve.
With practically a sleeve.
I'm going to need a photo of this.
I mean, it's beautiful.
I'm sure, but
I was not prepared. I was not prepared. Okay. And I had to stop myself and say, it's already done.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing I could do about it.
Yep.
But we do now have a deal in place.
No more.
There's been a treaty established.
You've brokered a treaty with your enemies. Go on.
That there will be no more until they graduate college.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
So
that they're going to go to college and put more tattoos on themselves. But
100%.
100%.
So the producers race down there and they get a phone call saying, never mind, everything's good. So Antwon says, so I think we came to an understanding, and Cynthia's going, because Amanda, I don't know if you know a couple like this. I do. Antwon and Cynthia are always on the phone together.
Always. They're always together.
Yes. And if you're talking to Antwon, you're talking to her.
Yeah. Yeah. These two are real fucking weird.
It's annoying.
It's annoying and they're weird.
Mm-hmm. Cynthia's like, oh, she changed her mind. She's staying home. And Antwon's like, she came to her senses. And I all along, and all the viewers know, this is all about money.
Money.
These
That's
people.
all
that
the
is
mans
fucking
want.
it.
Yeah.
But they still agree to meet with Eric and the production team. So according to Neil, the Mans is Grifter's man, they are keeping her like a prisoner, and she has no phone, no internet, etc.
Right.
Okay, now we have this weird sit down with Natalia and the Mans.
It is, Amy, this is like a fucking hostage video. It was so creepy.
Natalia is sitting between them.
Uh-huh.
She is, her body language, she's turned towards Antwon.
Yeah.
And looking at him the entire time.
Yep.
I wrote she looks so much like my cousin Dawn, the one that's in prison. She really looks a lot like her. Like her hair, her mannerisms, her face. I can't explain it.
It's just every time I see her, it blows my mind how much older she looks.
Yeah.
Hi, folks. If anyone's sitting here thinking that, when they moved her into the apartment, she was an adult, look at her now versus then.
Yeah. Yep. Listen to her voice.
But look at her. Just look at her face. She had a little girl face and now she has an adult woman face.
So, okay, a few things here. First, Cynthia and Antwon tell the entire story, mostly Cynthia. Natalia says nothing. She says maybe 3 words at the end here.
Mm-hmm.
According to the Mans, they noticed Natalia was on her phone and hiding what she was looking at, so they decided to grab it, go through it, and they found all these messages with Neil. And there's this kind of underlying current of
that they're talking about sex.
And they're talking like this is a sin and she's a whore, basically.
Right. Basically, because she's flirting with a boy online.
And the messages were telling Neil that she was in a bad situation, being held against her will. And then Neil started brainwashing her and convincing her that the Mans were trying to take her money and that they were holding her hostage, and he turned her against them.
Amy, what would the Mans think of me when I was in college in 7 different eunuchs talker rooms talking to different boys all over the Naval Academy? Because for some reason that was they found University of Delaware women and that was their fertile ground.
Well, I'm going to tell you what the Mans would think. They would say, Amanda,
yes,
come with us while we make us your payee.
Okay.
And then we'll take care of everything. Just sign your paychecks over and we will make sure your spirit is delivered to heaven.
I'm very worried about my spirit. So go on.
So the producers asked, can we see these messages? And Natalia's like, I deleted them. And Cynthia goes, she deleted them. She even deleted her Facebook. I wrote, this is not a child. This is a woman. Why is she not allowed to have messages with the guy on Facebook?
Right.
Cynthia says, I thought he was going to ask for a ransom, because we have a little bit of money. No, you don't have a little bit of money. Natalia,
your children have a little bit of
money.
Yeah.
This is where I start to get irate. My notes get a little spicy.
Oh, good.
So Natalia says, I'll be honest. I wasn't being myself. My mom told me this is not my baby. I never once thought of leaving until I started talking to him. So then head grifter in charge, Antwon, stands up and he says, I didn't see any life in my daughter. She was spiritually dead. And they say this guy was used by Satan to pull her away for his gain. She was even in church yesterday, Amanda, throwing up.
Okay. I'm sure they assign some sort of spiritual meaning to her vomiting. I'm going to go with stomach flu.
I'm going to go with so fucking stressed out over this situation.
That could be it too.
Antwon says it's important to put parameters in place to never allow this to happen again. We need to make sure that when the right man comes in, somebody who will allow us to keep grifting,
right?
He will take the place of your dad. We want someone from the church to court you. Natalia says,
anytime we're talking about courting, I'm concerned.
Same. Natalia says, I admit my mistakes. I thought I was in love. It wasn't right. I wasn't thinking clearly. Then she goes, listen up, girls of young ages. When you meet someone, you should not try to do anything alone because it's not safe. I almost left my home, she goes. This is all, she is parroting back what they have said to her.
Absolutely. It's so sad.
Antwon says, after we talked, she repented. She got caught up. Oh, I wrote she got caught up in the Monet.
Ah.
Was
she in the water lilies?
I really could.
Yeah, I could get caught up in a Monet too,
But she, unlike Owen Wilson in Midnight in Paris, she did not get caught up in a Monet.
No, she did not wind up in a painting.
She got caught up in the moment.
I see. Okay.
And she came to her senses.
Well, thank God.
Beth Karras is like, huh?
Beth Karras continuing to do the most.
She says, this is a 180 from what the Mans were acting like. Now they're all controlling and punitive. They're silencing her. She's telling Neil how she really feels, but she's acting for the cameras. What does Natalia want? She is Nancy Grace Light.
She is. She is Nancy Grace Light. That is perfect.
Yep.
She is just a titch down. Not quite as over the top.
Correct. I would say she's 2 titches down.
Maybe 2. I don't know. I mean, Nancy Grace did scream on air repeatedly, "Where are the children?"
It's true.
It's true. Yeah.
You know, Nancy Grace is like a mean dog, right? Like you don't want Nancy Grace around, but if there's someone doing something bad, you want Nancy Grace around.
Do you think we could get do we think we could get Ace to do a Nancy Grace, Beth Karras off?
Ooh, maybe.
Maybe. We are recording with them next weekend, so we'll work on
next
that.
Weekend? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the producers, Cynthia says, it might sound controlling, but we can't let you go. It's all out of love. You're a fall risk, honey. You are completely incapable of doing anything for yourself. And I'm just like, like, whoa.
Yeah. She does not appear to be incapable of doing anything for herself.
So the producers say, well, what about the Depauls? They ask Natalia. She says, oh my God, the Depauls were great. Antwon says, but she's here.
Mm-hmm.
And we are not letting you go that easy.
I love when you do that face.
Jesus Christ. So Eric is getting irate. He's like, I don't understand this. Last week you were threatening to throw her in an apartment by herself. What is going on here? He goes out to the car where there's another producer sitting in the car, and he goes, they've totally flip-flopped. It's like she's possessed. It's so wild. Or no, he goes, they think she's possessed.
Possessed, yeah.
It is so wild. And Eric says, Natalia seems rehearsed. It's not natural. He tells the producer in the car, when I brought up the Depauls, the Mans shut it down.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Real quick.
Now Eric gets texts from Cynthia saying she feels disrespected, Amanda.
Oh, no. Oh, we've got disrespect.
Because bringing up the Depauls was wrong, and we're not putting our daughter to live with anyone else because we need her money.
That's right.
And Beth says the Depauls are little people. Their home is already modified for her. It would be a nice solution for her to live there. But Cynthia and Antwon don't seem to want it. Why?
Why?
Money, money, money.
We have not had a single why
Nope.
yet.
Nope, not yet. So I'm looking. I still have 3 pages of notes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Amanda's like, I gotta go to work at some point.
You don't have enough notes for Mad Men. You have too many notes for Natalia Grace. I understand.
Antwon and Natalia are in the car. She's crying, saying, your mom and I have dedicated people. Cynthia's crying. Your mom and I have, no, I'm sorry. Antwon is crying. Your mom and I have dedicated our lives to helping people like you. When I looked at you, all I saw was a little girl with a disability who is bullied by people who say they love her. She's just staring at him.
It's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
What happens in that house, Amy?
I don't want to know, Amanda.
Not good.
So Nicole Depauls says, I've been messaging with Neil all day. The only way he and Natalia can communicate is through a learning app where they change. Okay, so this reminded me of.
This is ridiculous.
This reminded me of, you have a collect call from Mom. I'm at the movie, so we're done. Pick me up.
Exactly.
Pick me up at the West Entrance.
Right, exactly.
That's what this reminded me of. Because
Mom, I'm ready for a ride. Right, click.
They changed their usernames to be like, help me, I'm stuck.
Right, I love you so much.
So I wrote Natalia. Okay. So Natalia's telling Neil, they won't let me go. They won't let me go. I wrote, Natalia needs to realize, and I hope she does realize, she is safest with the cameras there.
Uh-huh.
Get the cameras there.
Yep.
So Beth says, this gives me hope Natalia's in brainwash, blah, blah, blah. I wrote, Nicole Depauls a goddamn hero. Okay.
Yeah. So far.
Nicole Depauls, do we know something bad about her?
No, I don't trust anybody involved in this story at all, because everyone seems to have some agenda.
Okay. Fair enough. So, you know what? This might be why it bleeds over into Gypsy Rose so much as well, because you can imagine a world where the Depauls have the same kind of makeup with the older daughter.
Yeah.
As like Rod and Christy and
with,
you know what I mean?
With
like,
Mia versus.
Right. Like there's this good family you want her to end up with.
We think.
By the way.
Yeah.
I need somebody, guys. calling all graphic designers in the BDF group. Kristen,
okay.
even you, if you're hearing this is an assignment for everybody. I need a picture of a baby.
Okay.
Because I want to do a birth announcement for Gypsy Rose. I need a picture of a baby with a sweat towel around its neck. Can we do that? Can we do it? Little sweat
I'm
towel.
sure we could do it.
Okay. All right.
I'm sure we could do it.
Somebody get me that image because my Canva, it's not good enough.
I understand.
Can't
I understand.
Okay. So Nicole reads a message from Natalia to Neil in which she says she wants to go, but the Mans are telling her she's mental. Nicole says she believes this is a veiled threat because they have guardianship over her and they could have her institutionalized. And she also says the Mans have, help me, they have committed medical neglect and financial neglect here. Like they're abusing her in several different ways.
Correct.
Nicole decides she's going to reach out to Natalia. Natalia reaches back. Nicole says she's been begging for help, and she and Vince decide they're going to help. Now, Vince, Nicole's husband, he's a little on the fence about this.
Yeah, he's not sure. Do we really want to get in the middle of this or not? This is crazy. This is now a national documentary. Can we just go back to living our life as normal people who just live our life?
Well, and he's also kind of like, the Mans are crazy.
Right. But is Natalia crazy too?
And she's been through a lot. And last time we saw her, she hadn't had all this trauma.
Right. Yeah.
And what if like 1/5 of the stories we hear about her are true? You know, we're putting Mackenzie in risk and
ourselves
and our dogs.
Vince seems to have Vince of all the people in this seem to have his head on straight the most.
Agree.
Yeah.
So Nicole is scared and Vince agrees though. He says, I don't like this. I'm going on record saying I'm against this, but okay. Right. So they are going to fly to Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And Nicole says this is a big deal because it's painful for her to fly.
Yeah.
And it's going to cost a lot of money because they have to hire a driver.
Yeah.
So they show up a few minutes late. They're supposed to be there at 7:05. I wrote, you had one fucking job.
Right.
One
seriously.
fucking job.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Okay. So episode 2, I don't have as much. I have 2 pages of notes. Okay.
Arrested Development. The song is Tennessee by Arrested Development. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I just literally texted or Googled Tennessee hip hop song. I'm such an old person. How did this happen to me?
How is this happening?
How did this happen to me?
I used to be cool. No, I didn't. I never was.
I was never particularly cool, but I wasn't this old. I wasn't this old.
As she increases her fan because she's having a hot flash. All right,
I take my shirt off, but I don't have anything underneath this sweater.
Where's Leo? Where's Leo?
I don't know where Leo is. Okay. He's wanted nothing to do with this foolishness. Okay,
so it is 7:36. Natalia and the Mans pull up. They're late. Natalia comes out. Basically, they get her into the van.
Yes.
Okay. And she is like, I need to text my mom. Now, I had a lot of problems with this.
What was happening here, Amy? I'm running away from these people, but I need to text them and tell them I'm running away?
Yes.
This is like 6-year-old me running out with my suitcase going, Mom, I'm leaving, and then sitting in the garage for 6 hours.
100%.
Yeah.
They give her Mackenzie's phone, okay, to call Neil. This is how it starts. She calls Neil, and she's like, oh, my God, I love you so much. Neil's like, yeah, love you too. Sure. Okay.
Weirdo.
Like, he doesn't, I don't know if this Neil guy's on the up and up.
I don't know if he's feeling the full 52.
I think even I could see this is not
Don't
good.
go with Neil, Amy.
So now she's like, I want to text my mom. And she starts texting from Mackenzie's phone.
Yeah.
So she's like, I left with the Depauls and I'm so sorry. And Nicole's like, what?
What? Why are we telling her this?
Now the phone starts ringing. Vroom, 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 vroom. It's Cynthia. She's just calling over and over. On Mackenzie's phone. That is the biggest crime here.
Leave Mackenzie's phone alone.
Cynthia's
Let
texting.
Mackenzie go back to engineering school or whatever she's doing.
Cynthia texts, are you safe? And am I still going to be the payee on your SSI? This motherfucker.
That's all she gives a fuck about.
If this story doesn't end with these two in prison, I don't know what I'm going to burn down or flip over, but it's going to be something.
Or throw your tits in a microwave or something.
Yes. Like
Sarah Colonna style.
Yes. Yeah. So Natalia texts back and says, yes, I'm fine. Nicole's like, Nicole's gob is smacked Because here's the thing. She knows Natalia doesn't have a lot of money.
Right.
But she at least needs Natalia to be able to like pay for her own shit.
Right. And she needs a lot of shit. Like her shoes are like $30,000 or something like totally bonkers.
And Nicole's frustrated and she needs that money to live. And I just wrote, Natalia's not out of the blast zone. Like she's still in this. Her head and her heart are still in this.
I thought
you
Nicole
could physically take her anywhere, but
she's still mentally there. I thought it was interesting what Nicole said. It's like being disabled is very expensive.
Yes.
And just the way she said it, I was like, yeah, it is. She's like, we have to hire people to do almost everything for us.
And it is the fucking least that this country can do to take care of these people by giving Natalia Grace $700 a month. Seriously?
I know. And I want to know what Vince and Nicole do for work because they've got a beautiful house.
Yeah.
That's completely customized for them. Yeah. Like, good for them for whatever they do that they can make this life for themselves because it looks like they have a great life.
I agree.
Yeah.
So Beth says Natalia has been giving the Mans her money for over a decade. And we see this interview with Natalia where she is a child.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got the little voice and she describes, and again,
she was like 14 in this.
This hits me so hard. Like I wanted to sob because again, it reminds me of the innocence of children.
Yeah.
They will believe anything you tell them. Like it is such a huge responsibility and a precious bond. And Natalia describes giving Antwon and Cynthia her check. And she said, you know, they take tithings out of it and church dues and stuff. What?
You're 14.
And they let her order a pizza. She gets $700 a month.
And she can order one pizza a month.
And this drives me crazy with this fucking guardianship. Like, do we not check up on this?
Yeah,
she is a child. How does she have the agency to give over her guardianship? Probably the Barnetts did.
Probably
to the Mans.
Yeah.
So Beth says the Mans have 8 to 10 kids at all times, and they could be making $100,000 a year off this grift.
Wow.
Cynthia just keeps calling, and I wrote, poor Mackenzie, it's her phone.
It's not a lot of money if you're taking care of like 8 kids well.
No.
It's not a lot of money at all.
Too, and that's not enough money.
Right.
No. So Cynthia's like, okay. Or Nicole's like, okay, it's game time. So she picks up the phone to have it out with Cynthia, and they get into it.
Mm-hmm.
And Cynthia's like, that's my baby. And Nicole says, why did you take a 20-year-old's phone? Or why did you take it? Or will not let her have her own money? Why did you not get her the surgery she needs? They start yelling. They rebuke her in Jesus' name.
Of course.
So that's happening. Natalia's defending them, Amanda.
I know. What is happening here, Amy?
I mean, she's in a cult.
She is, or is she another grift? Like, I don't know what's happening with Natalia. She does not feel like a reliable narrator of anything.
She doesn't either, but we'll talk about this at the end because I want to ask you a couple questions. Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. Nicole says the first few days were rough. Natalia's very brainwashed and she did cry and they were all afraid of the Mans coming to get them. Nicole says, I will not give up on her. I just won't. Natalia doesn't have an ID, so they had to drive to New York.
Wow.
From Tennessee. They get back to the house. It's nice. It's warm. It's built just for her. Natalia is like loving it.
Yeah.
Now we have Natalia speaking. She says the Depauls are lovely and they've helped her find her way. She didn't feel like she had freedom and she regrets sneaking off because she didn't want to hurt her parents.
Oh, man.
It's 3 days after the rescue. It's Christmas Day. They bought her some gifts, which was really sweet. Nicole gave her some money, a little bit of money, $100. And Natalia's like, oh, you could just Cash App me. My Cash App is at Cynthia Mans.
What?
Nicole's kind of confused. She's hurt. She doesn't understand she doesn't understand how brainwashing works. She says Natalia wants all these things, but she doesn't have any money. We see a little list of things. Natalia's like, can you buy me this? Can you buy me that? In an interview, Natalia says, I love my family and I love my parents and I love God. My dad is 100% a prophet.
Of course.
He prophetized. How do you say that word?
Prophesized.
No, I thought it was something else. Because I said prophesized, but it didn't feel right. Is that it? That must be it. Okay.
Yeah. He had a prophecy.
Okay. The Ukraine war. Did you know this?
I did not. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Did you know he's pulled evil out of someone?
Can he pull it out of me? Do I need it out?
Can he turn
do I have
around
evil in me?
Can you turn around and pull it out of Cynthia?
can he pull it out of himself? Because I think it's deep in there.
From inside the house.
Right. The call is Antwon, you are the evil. The call is coming from you are the call.
So Natalia so the producers say, why did your parents call you the enemy in that phone call? And Natalia puts her head in her hands and says, if I comment on that, it's going to start some drama. We're all fine. Everything's fine. Everyone is fine.
Okay.
Nicole is literally like, what the fuck? She's like slamming shit around, cursing. I like her at this point.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, it's not anything we've seen of Nicole yet that gives me
totally
pause.
Understand.
I just don't trust anybody in this story.
So Nicole and Natalia talk, and she says she misses her parents. And Nicole's like, do you really think it would be different if you went back? And Natalia says, oh, yeah, it would be just fine. Just fine. Everything would be great. And Nicole's like, would they let you date and have your freedom? And Natalia's like, oh, yeah, they're great. And I have to admit, in my darkest hour, if I were Nicole, I'd be like, okay, then go.
Yeah.
Let me put you on a plane, get back there.
Right.
So Nicole's like, I came from another state to rescue you. Why are you protecting them? And Natalia goes, can we cut?
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun.
Now the producers have some videos they want Natalia to watch, but she refuses. But she gives permission for Vince and Nicole to watch it.
But this is like when they wanted Michael to watch videos and he refused.
Yep. Now we meet Robert Madewell.
Okay, Amy.
Okay.
First of all, let's just get the elephant in the room out of the way. What is with that haircut?
The haircut, the tattoo, everything is what is happening here.
What is happening?
Well, we learned that this guy's a real piece of shit who, trigger warning, raped a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
So people need to watch out for the Manses, he says. His child was cared for them from 2019 by them for his child was cared for by them from 2019 to 2022. He's a single dad, Amanda. He's just trying to make it. He's just a convicted felon and sex offender.
Trying to make it.
Just out here on the streets trying to earn an honest living. He says, I'm stressed and I'm tired. And I needed a daycare, and a few people recommended Cynthia and Antwon Mans daycare. Robert and his son went to Antwon's church. He said it was crazy. He was speaking in tongues. Robert says, one time I was watching the game with Bishop Mans and he was cussing, drinking boxed wine. Who drinks boxed wine? I'm like, how dare you?
I drink boxed wine. Fuck off. Go on, Mr. David Madewell, you are in no position to be throwing Robert, whatever the fuck your name is, Mr. Madewell. You are in no position to be throwing stones in your glass house.
Not at all. Not at all.
If my biggest sin is drinking boxed wine, I'm doing better than he is. Thank you very much.
And I still would rather my child live with the grifter's Mans than
this guy,
convicted pedophile.
Correct.
So the Robert says, no, I said that. Oh, he said Cynthia out of the blue one day asked him to sign guardianship over to her. And he's like, they tried to get one over on me, but I was too smart for them.
Okay.
They interview his kid. The identity is concealed. Thank God.
Thank God. But it is so clear this kid is reading from a fucking script.
Yeah,
it's real bad.
I don't like this part. Eric Evangelista, why'd you do this?
I know.
He's 7 now, but this happened when he was 4. He said he thought Cynthia was a good person, but then she went bad. She wouldn't let him go to the bathroom. He peed on himself. He was crying a lot. I just couldn't even. It was so sad. The kid, they talk a lot about whooping.
Whooping.
Which is a term I grew up with in this area. Whooping. You get
not
whooped.
A term that was a part of my life.
Not in my house, but people around me got whooped. Yep.
Yeah.
And the kid says she had a belt she would whoop people with. So in 2 months, CPS was out there like 8 times. Bishop Mans cornered Robert in a Kroger parking lot one day and accused him of calling CPS. And Robert Madewell's like, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Because when you do bad things to children, you should be reported on.
Okay.
I'm just going to let that sit there. From the mouth of a convicted rapist of a 12-year-old.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, he knows what he's talking about.
He's a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
So Cynthia, just sitting around folding laundry like you do, says people are lying and CPS has been here so many times and people are saying we're doing drugs and that my husband is sleeping with his daughter. No, nobody said that.
But that we're aware of.
Wow. And then Beth says Cynthia said that they had a falling out because Robert Madewell was a registered sex offender and they just move on.
Uh-huh.
And this is where I was like, what? And I had to look it up. Why would you call in, Amanda, to a documentary and volunteer to be on camera talking about protecting children when you are a felon and you are a convicted sex offender?
Because I'm guessing he's going to say, well, I didn't do it. Wow. Probably his story. I don't know.
So this ends kind of at the end here with Anna Newland.
Wow. This woman, what is happening with this woman?
She and her husband had a double wedding with the Manses. She lived with them during her pregnancy and her subsequent divorce from her husband. She was going through it, and she signed over her rights for her children to the Manses. This is what Cynthia and Antwon do. They find vulnerable people.
Yep.
Give me those rights. She says Cynthia is her best friend, and she does not regret doing this, Amanda. She says people are falsely accusing the Manses, and they did what they could with the Natalia. No one spanked anyone. Everything is fine.
She said, she's my best friend and nothing will ever change that. And I paused and I looked over at Todd and I said, I talked about Wendy is my best friend. We've been best friends since we were 14. Can I imagine her doing anything that would change that? No, I cannot. Knowing her as I have for almost 40 years.
Of course.
She comes in tomorrow and tries to kill my husband. That might end our friendship.
Yeah, it might.
It might. I can't see her doing it.
Yeah, there are things.
There are things one can do to end our friendship.
So Eric says, are you speaking this way, like all positive now because your kids are in the possession of the Manses?
Mm-hmm.
She tears up and says, I don't want to talk about this.
Whoa.
Black screen of death. Prior to this interview, Anna had called production. I wrote, do they just have a hotline set up? Like, hey, everyone, if you have a problem with the Manses, call 1-800-THE-MANS. That's Mans with a Z. Because, how is everyone getting the number to call production?
Right.
Can I just call production and be like, I just hate the Manses. I just want to weigh in on this.
Hi, Eric. I just wanted to let you know the Manses suck. Bye. Click.
So in that call, she says, Natalia used to get beat on. Antwon is violent, hit her with a belt. There are things that could land the Manses in jail. There you go. Then I wrote, oh my God, Matthew Newland is her husband.
Whoa.
He is very, what's that other guy's name? Ramey? Eddie Ramey. He's Eddie Ramey adjacent.
Jason, yes, he is.
They could be brothers.
What is the status of his belly button, though? That's what I need to know.
We don't know because he actually has a shirt on.
Like an adult person
That's why
on television.
He's one step up.
Right.
He is Anna's ex-husband. He's like, Anna's just kissing their ass now. She's terrified because her kids are there. And I wrote, aren't they your kids too, sir?
Right.
But then we find out there's only one of them that's his kid.
Right.
So he said he lived there too. And he has one biological child living there. And he's pissed off that Anna gave custody of his daughter to the Manses. Dude,
didn't you have to sign a paper too?
You would have to sign something.
Yeah. You can't just, your girls are over 18 now, so it's not a thing. But you couldn't just ship them off to somebody and Timmy's like, well, Amy gave our kids away. Nothing I could do about it. It'd be like, hi.
Timmy hasn't seen his own signature in 10 years. I bet you I could do it.
Wow. You just admitted to that on the podcast. Awesome.
All I said is I'm practicing Timmy's signature.
True. There's a whole thing in the West Wing where Donna says, I can do the president's signature. Or no, Margaret says, I can do the president's signature perfectly. It's a whole thing.
Could you do your mother's signature perfectly?
I could do it well enough. I could also do my father's well enough.
I could do both of my parents dead on.
Well, I was a good kid, Amy. I wasn't skipping school.
Oh, I was forging notes.
Yeah, no.
So he says,
the only time I forged is if I forgot to get my mom to sign it and it was due that day. That was the only way I would ever forge. And I knew she would sign it.
Do you want to know how dorky my kids are?
Yeah.
They will message me and ask me permission to forge my signature. Mom, we had this form due and I didn't get you signed. Is it okay if I sign your signature? I'm like, yeah, go ahead.
And if I had a cell phone back then, I would have done the same.
So he says, Matthew Newland says, when he tried to talk to his daughter, Cynthia was always standing over her.
Yeah.
And Matthew says he's good friends with Natalia and knows a lot about what happened to her. He says he heard a child screaming one day and snuck up on them, and it was Antwon beating Natalia with a belt, and he believes that Natalia is terrified of them. So production asked Natalia if she or any of the kids were beaten or physically abused by Cynthia or Antwon. She doesn't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia says, look, I am not a Susie homemaker, and I'm not going to pretend I am. I yell at my kids when they need to, but I also pop that butt when you need it. I've heard that phrase too.
I've heard pop that butt. I hate that.
Now we have a hot mic situation. This is how it ends with Cynthia, and she's threatening kids with the belt.
Yep.
So I have questions.
Yes. First of all, what's happening to all of these umbilical cord stomachs in Indiana? Second question.
I agree with you that Natalia feels like an unreliable narrator, but I can't put my finger on why. And when I try to track down the root cause of it, it comes back to the stories that Michael and Christine shared.
Yeah.
Did we believe that?
I mean, I never believed that she was standing at the edge of their bed with a knife. First of all, she couldn't hold a knife. Second of all, she was too short to have been seen from the edge of their bed.
Correct.
So I never believed that. Do I believe she might have done some weird shit? Yeah, she's gone through some weird shit. So she's probably doing some weird shit. Like,
yeah,
this child has been so traumatized from the moment she was ripped out of her mother's arms as a baby. Well, throughout everything.
And I think too, the first time we saw her, so this could have something to do with it in my mind. The first time we saw her, we thought she was quote unquote like kind of weird, right?
Yes.
But if you go back and you look at it through the lens of this is a child, because
she's not weird.
In season 1, we weren't sure.
Right.
She's not weird. She's acting like a child, and that's
she's
how a
like
child
a
would
traumatized
act
child
in an adult setting.
Right. Like all this stuff about her going to other apartments and asking for food and stuff. Of course she did. She was 10.
But like that still is in us because we saw it and experienced it that way.
Yeah.
So logically, I'm trying to override that in my brain.
Right.
But it's still there.
Like, is she an Indian oxen rider when her mother finally got her out of Nexium and she was still back and forth on what to do about Keith and how she felt about him and what it was? Is that who Natalia is? Like, is she starting to wake up from a cult and she doesn't quite know what's real, what's not? Or is she manipulative too? She was taught to be manipulative by a lot of people.
Well, here's the thing. So let's say that she wants to be with the Mans because she's in on the grift.
Right.
What is she getting?
Yeah.
She's not even getting her own money.
No.
So like, I don't understand what she would be in it for. What I think she's in it for is the approval of the only people who have ever showed her love and affection in her life.
Could be. Or she's in it because they've done some serious spiritual abuse that's like, if you don't do this, you're going to hell.
Yeah. And they're the only people in her mind who've ever wanted her or have loved her. She doesn't know what real, genuine love and affection looks like.
No.
She thinks this is it.
Nicole and Vince are the closest she's ever had.
Yeah. She thinks this is it. She thinks because these people wanted me and nobody else did.
Right. And they housed me and fed me and clothed me. And I have all these siblings. And even in the most abusive homes, there are moments of joy. There's moments of okay.
Yeah.
So is she able to take those? Because even having that is better than having nothing, which she had at the Barnetts. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know what the truth is. I don't think anyone knows what the truth is.
I don't either.
Which is why I'm looking at Nicole more than Vince, because Vince is at least a little skeptical. But Nicole's like, and I'm like,
if Nicole, I feel at this point, and I could be a total fool because I purposely did not watch 3 and 4, which was really hard not to.
Yeah,
because I want to record this first,
right?
Then watch it. I think if Nicole's guilty of anything, in my opinion, it's being a little Pollyannish about this.
Could be
situation.
Yeah, it could very well be.
Like, girl, you don't know what you're taking on,
right? And also, if you're a good person who's lived a good life, who's never like really dabbled in, nefarious intentions.
Why would you know anything about this world?
Yeah, it's really easy to believe, oh, I can just get this kid out of here and it will be fine because we're good people and we'll take care of her and it will be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I can't wait to see 3 and 4.
I know, me either.
See what happens.
Why? Guys, we're going to try to record that. We'll have it out next week.
We have a lot of recording to do over the next couple days. Yes. We'll be very busy.
Just a quick plug. I'm going to be on Reality Rewind next week. Talking about Rock of Love. So go over there and check out Jen and Laura and Kristen.
Awesome.
And so they're welcoming me there for my Gen X takes.
Got it. We need to have them over too.
Yeah,
at some point.
I don't know, 5 people on a mic? That could be.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's see how the 4 of you do and see if I could make it better or worse. I might make it worse. Then that's fine.
And then Leo. So now you have
Leo, 6 people. And he's got a lot of opinions these days. I don't know what his problem is.
Guys, I also want to thank you for the warm response to our Mad Men rewatch. Everybody's really on board with it. And we could not be happier. We're loving it.
I am.
All right. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, Amy.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show, the best way you can do that is to join our Twin Flame universe, which is our Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscription feeds. The links for those are in the show notes. You get ad-free episodes and a ton of bonus content. You can also subscribe to the feed so you don't miss an episode, share the show with a friend, and leave a 5-star review. To contact the show, please email me directly at amy@littlemissrecap.com or join our Facebook group Backdoor Friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.